Okay, so let's summarize what I covered so far in the self-talk session. Yeah, firstly, I want to be a world leader. If I take over the world, which is highly unlikely because of the whole domination by the fractional reservists, but whatever. I will be a kind overlord rather than an evil overlord. So I will be kind overlord Kentaro the 13th. Yeah. And I actually am planning to write a short story about that. Not about me literally taking over the world, but just like a work of fiction, just to write a work of fiction just for the fun of it. I don't remember last time I really wrote a short story. I've written things, but from the response or lack of response, I don't think anybody really understood what I was writing. And they were more like introspective works anyway. Anyhow, what else? I started this I have a piece of paper that I'm actually referring to. So I started talking about insomnia because at the time I felt tired, but that I couldn't sleep. Since then I've taken a shower. I don't feel as tired, nor do I feel like I can't sleep, but I'm obviously not sleeping. I'm not particularly sleepy right now either. I wrote pain and hopeless. I felt like I was in a lot of emotional pain. I felt hopeless. I felt homeless. I felt sub-mediocre. And by working through these feelings, I came to find some of the causes of them. One of the causes was that I found that I didn't really have anybody to talk to, even though I have plenty of people that I can have conversations with. And the reason is that when I do have conversations, one of three things happens. Either I fall into the listener zone, where I'm really just listening to somebody else talk. Secondly, I realized that the person I'm talking to can't really handle higher truth, and I went on to explain what higher truth is, which higher truth is about how things work rather than about what happens. What happens is facts and lower truth, and in most cases it's not even facts, it's just opinions. And the third thing is that I think really big. I didn't explain this part. In fact, I don't think I even mentioned it, but I realized that it was there. So, but I alluded to it when I was talking about the umbrella concept, and the umbrella concept is also known as the turnkey concept or the franchise concept. The idea is that there are big businesses which start small, and there are small businesses which can never get big. If you want to form a big business which starts small, then you need to understand things like franchises and turnkey concept, systematic systems management, and the idea of a business process being duplicatable explicitly. So, my idea though is for umbrella, which is a set of interrelated businesses which act to sort of cover each other, basically. The name obviously comes from the umbrella corporation, but it also comes from how umbrella actually works. Umbrellas are useless in their narrow form when they're closed, but when they're open, they're useful. And don't change the actual composition of the umbrella, you just change the function by changing the configuration of it. So in the same way, that's the type of growth I want for my business. It wouldn't be a matter of just opening franchises like how McDonald's does. It will be more a matter of opening, of having different branches that support each other, but they wouldn't really be evidently doing anything until the business reaches a certain size, that open configuration. Right. So I also talked about class and said there's world class, standard class, mediocre class, terrible class, and pathetic class. Although I didn't really get into the definitions of why. And I also talked about the continuum between life and death, and saying that life and death are not equally powerful. They're not two opposite forces or anything. Death only has one power or one state, which is when you're dead. Life, on the other hand, is evident in the living, in sub-living, in the chronically sick, and in the dying. There's a difference between chronic sick and dying. Chronic sickness means that you're highly functional. Dying means that you're approaching death, and if something isn't done to stop it, you will die very soon. So dying in this case doesn't mean dying from cancer. It means dying from complications relating to cancer, which will stop your breathing within minutes or something like that. Right? So yeah, there we go. I think I covered just about everything that I wrote down on this paper, and as you can tell, it took less than 5 minutes, which proves what I was saying earlier, that if I actually plan out things, then I can cover everything in like 3 to 6 minutes. Less than 7 minutes for sure. And the reason why I don't do short videos like that is because even though this was a relatively short video and I covered a lot of material, I didn't really cover it, I summarized it. And if this was the only video that I did, you would have no idea what I was talking about before. So I think just to be devious, I think I'm just gonna upload it by itself and leave everybody wondering what the heck is going on. This is actually part 15 of a whole series that I did earlier tonight, or rather I have to say earlier yesterday, because it's now Friday morning. It's like 9 minutes past midnight. Right, on Friday morning. So happy Friday to me. Yeah. And I'll stop here, and maybe I'll actually upload a few things.